you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
What's going on, Griswold gang? Welcome back to the channel. I am Mr. Clark Griswold. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. If you are new to the Strat, guys, or new to the channel, or new to trading, or if you're struggling with your trading, we are about to change that for you guys with this channel, okay? I want you to start by going down below, clicking that subscribe button, and then hitting that bell. That bell gives you the notifications for when I send out videos just like this one every single day. Okay, this is our top 5 watch list for Thursday, July 7th. And like I said, I send these out for you guys every single day. I also send out a main watch list with more plays. I send out weekly swings, monthly swings, quarterly swings. I've got over 200 videos for you guys to learn this strategy, okay? Everything from how to enter and exit trades, how to manage your trades, the different setups that we use with the Strat, okay? Including these 3-1 setups, double inside bars, how to draw broadening formations, what these numbers mean below the candlestick numbers, okay? We go through it all for you guys, okay? And it's all for free. You can follow along on Twitter as well, at Mr. Clark Griswold. I send out tweets during the day of possible setups for you guys, for you to jump in on, okay? If you have questions, I don't care if you think they're silly or they're dumb, ask me there, okay? Send me a DM. Leave a comment, leave a question, okay? I will get back to you guys. I will help you guys out with this stuff. 2 quick things before we jump into this list. One, this platform that we use to look at the charts is called TradingView. If you guys aren't using anything yet, you can go down below, click the link, and you will get a 30-day free trial to TradingView. And then if you decide to purchase one of their subscriptions, you get up to $30 off depending on which subscription you choose. So that link is in the description again for this. TradingView comes with a free 30-day trial. The last thing, and I know these things are annoying, guys, when you see them and they pop up with the ads, okay? Those advertisers are paying to keep this free for you guys, okay? It prevents me from starting a Discord to put all this information into a Discord for you guys to pay a fee or to look at this stuff, which should be free for you guys, okay? So if those ads pop up, let them roll through. Go up, get yourself a drink or a snack. Just let them roll through, and that allows you guys to keep your money in your pockets and in the stock market, okay? So let's get started with this stuff. The top 5 plays for Thursday, July 7th, and they are in no particular order, guys, okay? They're just set up. We're going to go through them and talk about them a little bit, and then we'll move on, okay? So the first one we've got is a 3-1 setup. It's an outside bar, breaks the high and the low of the previous candle, and then an inside bar, which stays within the range of the previous candle. And I just want to go back in time on Roblox, and we're going to look for the last 3-1 setup just to show you guys that the probability of these things working are fairly high. And they don't work all the time, but the probability is high, okay? So on this one here, we gapped up, okay? So you probably could have played this gap and made some money to the downside within the first 15 minutes. You want to learn how to play the gaps, I have a gap video, okay? We'll go back and check one other one, and part of the reason we go back to look at these guys is to show you that they don't always work out, okay? So nothing is foolproof, nothing is guaranteed, okay? But the probability of this working out and those 3-1 setups working out are very high, and that's why we have them on here. I don't even know if we're going to find another one. Here's another one right here. Okay? Outside bar, inside bar, and this jam down. Look at this. Hit targets 1, 2, 3, and if we keep going, 4, 5, 6, 7, how much further? 8, 9, 10 targets over 1, 2, 3, 4 days. That this thing ran down. And again, I don't expect you guys to hold these things for 4 days, but I'm just using it as an example on how powerful those setups are. They're rare and they work really, really well. Okay, so that's why we go back and show you guys the probability of them working, and that they do actually work, and you guys can back test them on your own. But this is a powerful setup. So on Roblox tomorrow, we can look for calls at $40, puts at 37.41. We've got the time frame on the week, month, quarterly to the upside. The only thing that was down today was the red, so we can look for this to continue up and hit first targets. The second target, you just have to go back a little further, and we mark it right. There's the next one to the next high of the preceding wick, like that. Okay, that's all we do, and then they're marked. Okay, and to the downside, we can do the same thing. The bottom of the preceding wick. Okay, there's your next target. And to this side, if we come down, we're looking for a trigger on the weekly as well, and coming back down to the bottom of this broadening formation. But we'll see what happens with Roblox tomorrow on this 3-1 setup. And I do want to point out, guys, I am working on an indicator for you guys. It will have this time frame continuity. It'll have these inside bars and outside bars highlighted like you've asked for. It'll have these highlights over top of these 3-1 setups like you've asked for, okay? A lot of things that you guys have asked for, I'm trying to incorporate into this indicator to help you guys out and become better traders and to assist you guys in your trading, okay? Next up, we're going to move over to IBM. So IBM has a inside bar, and whoops, I moved that weekly. So you guys know all about these inside bars. If you follow along, or if you're fairly new, you still know about the inside bars because I talk about them on every video. So the inside bars, just like on that 3-1 setup, do not break the high or the low of the previous candle. They stay within the range, and it's a tightening range, and it shows consolidation within a stock. So when I see inside bars, I think of a spring or a jack in the box, and I imagine those things getting tighter, 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 and then letting go. And what happens when you let go of it? It explodes to one direction or the other. And we can go back again and back test and look. We triggered, hit targets. This did its job, and that's all we can ask for. Okay, this one triggers, hit its targets, and again, it did its job. We can go back and look. We'll try find one more here on IBM. We found 3 more. Okay, triggered, went up, and came back down. So I'm guessing in here you probably would have had in the range of 20% profit if you would have taken it, but it didn't hit targets. And if you would have just taken this and said, I'm going to let it run, and if it comes back down to the trigger, then I'm out, and it's a zero gain trade, okay? You pay your fees and that's it. This one here, we trended up, hit targets, winner. This one here trended up, hit 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. Big win off of this inside bar, and another big win off of this inside bar. So big wins off of these inside bars on IBM recently. And if you go back in history, it's a highly probable trade, okay? And that's why we play them. So on this one, we have the week, the month, and the quarterly are all red. The day is green. But again, for us to trigger down here, this would put the day to red. For us to trigger to the upside, our first target would change the week to green. Okay, and then we'd need a little bit more to change that month back to green. We'd probably be, I think, up in this 140.97 range in order to change the month and the quarterly. But again, as I tell you guys all the time, on day trades, I like to see the day and the week the same color, okay? And if we get the month and the quarterly the same color, or the yearly, it's just a bonus, okay? That's IBM on the inside bar. Next up, we're going to go to Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO. Inside bar on Coca-Cola. The day and the week are currently red. The month, quarterly, and yearly are green. But if we trigger, okay, and hit first targets, which are down here, and that's if we trigger to the downside with puts at 63.19, first target sits there. Once we hit this point here, guys, just after the trigger, looks like 7 cents after, the monthly and the quarterly turn to red. And then we have full time frame outside of the year to the downside. And again, if we trigger to the upside, right here is where that week will flip. to green, okay, and the day will be green, and we are full time frame to the upside. So realistically, this inside bar and Coke can be played either way or any way. Okay, so number 4 is Lyft, Lyft. Lyft has another 3-1 setup, and we just talked about these, so we know exactly what we're looking at, and we know that it is rare, and we know that probabilities of it working are very high. So we can take calls on this one at 13.93, first target marked. This will be, the day in the week would be green, and it looks like if we hit targets, that the month and the quarterly would be green as well, it looks like. Sorry, right here is where the month and the quarterly. So if we're trending up, we've got full time frame outside of the year to the upside. If we trend down, we've got full time frame including the year to the downside, okay? Let's go back and look at the last 3-1 setup there was on Lyft, if there even was one. We've got one right here when Lyft was high. Am I missing something here? No. Oh, look at that drop. 3-1 setup on Lyft. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. Outside bar, inside bar, and it did its job, okay? It did exactly what it was supposed to do. We hit triggers, then we hit target 1 and target 2, and just missed target 3. So it hits 2 targets on Lyft on the last 3-1 setup we had. Okay, so again, probable plays, high probability plays into the time frame, okay? Going with the time frame, not against it. So if we're trending up and a bunch of these week, monthly, quarterly are red, it's not a great trade, but as long as the first day in the week on these day trades are the same color as the way the stock is trending, let's jump in them, okay? BABA, it's Alibaba, has an 3-1 setup. There we are, 3-1 setup. So again, calls at 120, puts at 115.51. I just zoomed in there for you guys. Let's go back and see the last time we had a 3-1 setup. Here we are, 3-1. What did Alibaba do? Okay, boom, to the downside. Big win off of that 3-1. Let's go look at one more off of Alibaba here, if I can find another one. Back. And this is what I mean, guys. It's a rare pattern. It doesn't happen a lot. So I'm still going back. Still going back. I don't know if we're going to find one. There's a double inside bar. That's the navy blue line. Something else I will have on our indicators. There we go. We got one. Back in September of 2020 on Alibaba. Okay. Right here. And then we'll move on to our last couple plays. Okay. Looks like a winner to me if we're looking at it from far out. There you go. Triggers. Doesn't quite hit first targets, but it ran up for 3 days off of this 3-1 setup. So even here, guys, as we trigger up through here, that's still really good profit in there, going from whatever we hit, 276 from 274. So that's a really, really good gain on an option play. Okay, we've got 2 more here. XPEV, it's a EV play, Xpeng Inc. Double inside bar. Okay, so I found this one on Strat. Just so you guys know that I didn't find this on my own. I want to be very transparent with you guys. Double inside bar, consolidation for 2 days. Okay, a tightening range, springs tightening and coiling for 2 straight days. And the tighter you get those things, the bigger the explosion potentially. Okay, so calls at 31.93, puts at 30.15. This weekly is not correct. We'll take that one out of there. Let's go see what we got on the weekly while we're here. So the weekly has an inside bar, and we are looking to break out of that either here or here. So that is a play that I never had on my weeklies. Let's put it in for you guys, and you can follow along with that one. We'll put in one more up here for our weeklies. Let's see how that breaks through. What do we have on the monthly? The monthly, we have a 2 up. And where is the next 2? Are we having a continuation to the upside, or are we going to have a 2 down reversal? Maybe we just stay inside month with a 1 bar. Okay, but XPENG, XPEV currently double inside bar. Let's go back and see if there even was another one since this began trading. I'm going to say there's one right there. There's a few of them. So back in October, it looks like. Double inside bar, and what happens? And like I said, I go back to show you guys that they don't always work. This one did, okay? Trigger, target. And it wasn't a great target. It wasn't great magnitude, but it worked. It did what it was supposed to do. It triggered and hit first targets. Okay? So it's only a difference of, what do we have? A low of 37.34 versus 37.35. So it was only a 1 penny difference. So this was not, it wasn't a great double inside bar play. So you probably would have failed on that one and got stopped out. But if you look at this one, okay, target hit 1, target hit 2, missed the third target, but this was a really good play off of that double inside bar, and I don't see any more after that. So let's move on to the next one, and this is the last one, guys. We're going to use Twitter. I had a tough time choosing with this bonus play. Okay, it was either Twitter or Uber, and I wasn't sure which one to pick. I picked this one because, and realistically it was no other reason than, we've got this monthly trigger for a 2 down here and a quarterly trigger for a 2 down here. So these are both based off of a 2 up, 2 down reversal. We're looking for that 2 down to complete that reversal. And I'm not saying it happens. This very well may trigger to the upside at 38.45. That would be our trigger for the calls, based on the fact that right now, outside of the year, we are all green. But if we trigger to the downside here, the day will be red, the week will be red, and once we hit this point, the month and the quarterly will be red. Okay, and then that brings us not far off from going 2 down on the month on Twitter. And then if we go down 2 down on the month on Twitter, we can look for an extended break to the downside on Twitter throughout the month of July. Okay, so actually it looks like Twitter on the monthly has a inside bar. I know that because I've got these 2 blue lines here, okay? So it's very simple. We go to the month, and there it is. There's my inside bar, and we are closer to going 2 down than we are to going 2 up. And I want to show you something that Strat Soldier showed on one of his videos. Where is it here? Fibonacci tools. Here it was. This is what he drew. You're either looking for, whoops, sorry guys. You're either looking for that, okay? That would give you your 2 down, okay? Or you're looking for this, which would be your 2 up. Okay, and I can zoom out on there and I'll show you. So you're looking for one of these 2 things. You're either looking for it to go 2 up or 2 down on this thing. Where's the next 2? Okay, you're closer to going 2 down than you are to 2 up, plus you're sitting on this quarterly. So again, if we go down to the quarterly charts, we've got a 2 up. This one right here, this 2 up finished red, and we're looking for that. Let me zoom in here so you guys see that a little better. Okay, 2 up, we're looking for that 2 down reversal. 2 up, 2 down reversal on Twitter. And we'll see what happens. Okay, that's the last play, guys. That's a top 5. Okay, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up down below. Make sure you're following on Twitter. Subscribe down below. Hit that bell. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to TradingView and you're looking for a platform to use, you can click that link. Stay tuned for our new stuff that's coming out. I got a lot of stuff in the pipeline that I'm working on to help you guys out. So stay tuned for that in July. I'm probably going to do a gift giveaway or a cash giveaway in July as well. Not much, but something to give back to you guys. And what else do I got? Watch those ads. And good luck trading Thursday, guys. I hope you're green. I hope you guys do really well. If you have questions, if you need answers, make sure you're asking down below or DM me on Twitter. And we will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. Bye-bye.